Hello, Cooper. How do you like my new toy?
Well, the face is just as ugly, but at least it doesn't smell.
Don't leave yet! This
He has
is
the
your
big round
fault,
glasses.
Cooper.
Oh, she could fly with that too. Oh, she is very naked.
I will orchestrate your
Why?
demise!
Why, those containers look fragile. You'll need to find a way to get across before they break. Look out, she's gonna jump.
This is your funeral march! Oh.
There we go. There she goes.
Try dancing to this!
Do you think the skunk and the elephant fucked? Absolutely. I am
How do you like this tune,
I am
Cooper?
100% convinced that sex was had.
These cords are deadly, Sly. Stay away from them.
They are deadly.
And the band plays on, eh, Cooper?
Those energy cords are deadly.
I don't
Sly.
think there was any
Stay
passion
away
in it,
from
but I think they definitely had sex.
You'll never make it, Cooper!
Working on it. Damn it.
She's quite
The
a
scene where you're in the
musician,
tent with them
isn't
and it's
she?
just dialogue filled NSFW for no reason. Like, I can't justify it. It's just the vibe. Yeah, it's just the vibe. And the vibe is that they had
Those
intercourse.
energy cords are deadly, Sly. Stay away from them.
Time to face the music, Cooper!
The vibe is they did heinous things to each other's bodies.
The melody is so catchy!
Those energy cords are deadly, Sly. Stay away from them.
Look at the size!
Damn it.
I don't think either of you... How do you like
Alright.
this tune,
I guess I'll
Cooper?
start using the,
Those energy cords are deadly, Sly. Stay away
The problem is
from
this is
them.
gonna run out of juice. That yellow gauge is not gonna last forever.
You'll never make it, Cooper!
Do you think the trumpet was involved in the sex? Yes. 100%. I don't know how, but I think it had to do with sounding.
The melody is
Thanks
so
for your opinions on that.
catchy.
Absolutely.
Those energy cords
This
are
is
deadly,
we're never gonna get to the
Stay
bottom
away
of
from
this. It's too nebulous. There's too many unknown variables. However,
You'll never make it, Cooper!
counterpoint. Imagination and headcanon. I know why I started thinking about sounding when I thought about the trumpet getting involved in their sex. It's cuz her trunk sounded the trumpet. That's what's going on here.
This is your funeral march!
Jerry, if you want that line.
There she goes.
Oh, just hold on! You...
Honestly, Skunk Boy seems into it.
I'm almost there!
She's almost there.
Wait
Oh,
for
sword.
me.
I love the sword. When you're dead, I'm going to add it to my collection.
Why don't you come face me and I can deliver it personally?
I can hardly wait to get my hands on your cane too, Cooper.
Sly, try cutting that cake.
Dream on, pal.
I'm coming, my pet!
Hmm.
Why are we
Phrasing.
still here?
Skunk Boy's the sleaziest little.
Really stop it. Flip takes too long to warm up.
You're right. There is bottom energy coming off of La Paradox.
Could you not hurry this up a bit, my dear?
She was definitely doing all the work. Rough.
Sherry, if you want a ride, you need to defeat that little rodent.
I hate this conversation. It's all my fault. I am so sorry. No, you asked a valid question. Did they have sex? The answer, yes.
Souls. No. It's like watching wine age. Why can't they just fall and save me the trouble?
Damn it. Let's go on. This one has the inside track.
Watching wine age. Why can't they just fall
Bit
and save
delirious,
me the
been
trouble?
ill for the past week. I'm sorry to hear that. Is it anything chronic, or was it kind of just out of nowhere?
Plastic Cooper imbeciles.
I've been feeling kind of gross like all month. Something about it. Flu. Yeah.
They'll all be in
I don't know what's been going on, but like I've just had this like I've just been feeling blech for like a month now. Like something about just in winter. It's like, god damn it. Something about being in winter. It's like a constant state of like I'll never get over this illness.
I should have known better than to work with an elephant. They have to remember everything.
Winter sucks.
Everything.
Yeah,
Never again.
seasonal depression is a bitch. Seasonal depression is a bitch. Damn it.
These two are souls. No! It's like watching wine age. Why can't they just fall and save me the trouble?
I will say one of the best ways to combat seasonal depression is if you have something to look forward to, like weekly things.
Oh, why won't you leave
I'd be able to
us
cope
alone?
if I was less lonely.
You little flea bag.
One moment. Let the cutscene play out. Is there like is there anything to do locally? Or is it
I'll squash you like a hairy bug.
we've had some inclement weather like on and off, so like a lot of times shit. So a lot of like I have friends but our schedules are really inconsistent. Yeah, I have some friends and I feel like I'm the only one not on like a night schedule.
Oh my, those towers are electrified. Use them. Get her to charge into the dishes, Sly.
Get Cooper,
Managed to
you
get something arranged New Year's. Nice.
Smash him!
Yeah, I don't have any New Year's plans.
Crush him!
Look out, Sly. She's charging. Sly, it looks like she's going to charge. Sly, those towers are electrified.
We're working on it.
Are you blind?
I hope your New Year's plans go well. God, It's almost 2023. And by the time this VOD fucking goes out, it'll be late into 2023. Time is weird. I was alone for the past few, dealing with some separate shitty things. I was really hoping that this one wouldn't be the same. Well, it sounds like it isn't going to be the same if you got something set up. Like, New Year's isn't the biggest, most important holiday, really, but...
Sorry, Cooper. You're out of time.
I didn't think an elephant could move that fast.
There we go.
This is unbelievable.
I don't really know the people, but I have at least one friend there. It's gonna be a ton of us, so it sounds like it'll be fun. New Year's is significant to me, and I'm not sure why. I just hate being alone. There's something ingrained in, like, a lot of cultures that, like, you know, the new year, new year, new me, new year, new start. There's something about, like, that refreshing nature of it.
Cyril, open the hatch. Let me in.
I don't think so. You see, we have already reached maximum weight capacity. Perhaps due to my beautiful new guest?
Carmelita!
Damsel in distress. Oh no.
Get your paws off me, you noxious windbag! But we had a deal! I made you the documents, and you promised me the lost masterpieces! Mozart, Beethoven, romantic nights on the Riviera!
Yes. Well, thank you so much for my papers, but it wouldn't have worked out between us. I'm just not into big noses, and as for your music, how can I put this? It stinks worse than I do!
Why, you filthy, backstabbing, two-timing scoundrel!
Flattery will get you nowhere. And as for you, Cooper, don't even think about trying anything. Otherwise, we're going to find out if your girlfriend can fly. I don't see any wings, do you?
Touch me again and I'll break both your arms! Sly!
Don't worry, Carmelita. This isn't over.
Isn't it? In fact, I believe there is a perfect saying for this situation. The fat lady, she has sung. Au revoir, Sly Cooper!
I mean, they did a good job making a piece of shit.
Well.
He's definitely shitty in bed. Yeah. It's definitely something about I'm alone when thousands of people are celebrating that's very isolating. Yeah, no. In my area, or at least in my circles, I never really hear about New Year's parties, which either means they're just not happening and everybody's just kind of hanging out on their own, or I'm just not getting invited to them? I don't know.
We may have stopped Miss Decibel, but it meant absolutely nothing. We were on the ropes. Le Paradox had beaten us every step of the way, and he held all the cards. Carmelita, my ancestors' canes, and now his fake pedigree. I couldn't remember a time since we teamed up that we felt so defeated. And talking to Dimitri didn't help. He was freaked out and yelling about having to boogie down in Skunk Town. So as usual, his words made little sense. But the message was clear. We had to get back home fast. We may have been down, but we definitely weren't out. There was too much riding on this. The lives of everyone we cared about, not to mention the very future of our existence. No matter how, we would make things right. So as we roared back through time to Paris, I knew we were in for the fight of our lives.
Yeah, it's like, well, I should have something to do this year. All my friends do, but why don't I? For For my friends, it's like a distance thing. Like, obviously, because of COVID and everything, there weren't many get-togethers the last couple of years. The last couple of years in general have been like kind of isolating. But you know, I have friends from high school, friends who I went to school with, who are now living halfway around the world. You know, hour plane rides away, and so
We'd finally made it home to Paris, only to find a place we hardly recognized. It was obvious Le Paradox was now in control, since his face covered the city like a bad rash. The only positive was that Bentley was able to dig up a lot of dirt, including the fact that Le Paradox was from a family of thieves himself. And then we made a major discovery. I knew that my dad's heist of the world's largest diamond had made him a legendary thief, but what I never knew was that Le Paradox's father had planned to steal it first, and frame my dad for the crime. Only he was a little too slow, and got himself caught instead. With his father gone, Le Paradox had no one to teach him the family business, and after a string of failed jobs, he wound up in prison too. It was here, ironically, that he finally got his criminal education. After his release, Le Paradox maintained the appearance of a law-abiding citizen. In reality, he used his prison contacts to form his own syndicate and began masterminding heists worldwide. These days, he traveled the globe as a billionaire art collector, while his real business was the trafficking of priceless stolen treasures. Clearly, he blamed the Coopers for his family's past misfortunes, and his plan was to wipe us out completely. I had to find a way to stop it, but first, I had to rescue Carmelita.
again. Imagine your legacy being shitty failed thieves. Rip. Suppose I lost a lot of contact with people in general. Yeah. I try to keep in the problem is, like, as you... Interesting. I don't know where we are. Huh. The, it's, you know, as years go on, as, you know, as you grow and move places and meet new people, it's just more and more people to keep in contact with, and it can be draining. I hate to say that, because, you know, people are important, but, like, I just don't have the time to, you know, call and text people, and you know, it's a two-way street. You know, I'm not texting them, they're not texting me. It's just I left my old high school friends group years ago, and none of them bothered to keep in contact even when I checked up on them later. That sucks. I had to, like, that sounds shitty on their end. But I don't know these people. I don't want to speak to people that you were, you know, friends with for so long. I don't know.
All right, we all know this is our last shot at stopping Le Paradox and rescuing Carmelita. Currently, his blimp is docked outside the museum. I can't pinpoint Carmelita's exact position, but I believe she's being held somewhere near the loading bay. Sly, there appears to be a utility hatch on the blimp's underside that will get you inside. You can use one of the mooring lines to reach it. Once you're in, try to gather as much information as you can. But remember, we'll be right behind you, so don't do anything rash. Murray, I need you to get the van ready. We're gonna need backup for this one. So first, you and I are going on a little recruiting trip. Then we'll rendezvous with Sly inside the blimp and figure out our next move. Okay, I realize it's not the most elaborate plan, but it's the best we've got. So everybody watch your backs, and let's go take that skunk down once and for all.
Okay, Bentley, I'm in. I can see Carmelita.
Just hold on, Sly. We're almost there. You know it's a setup.
I know, pal, but I don't have a choice. Just get here as fast as you can.
Some of them were shitty. One guy's girlfriend. Jesus. Yeah, wildly uncool.
Carmelita!
Jeez.
Sly! No! Ah! Oh.
Two rats in one trap. I knew you could not resist, Cooper. You are so predictable.
Oh yeah? Well, how's this for a prediction? I'm gonna kick that stripe right off your tail.
Yes, and now come the big threats from the little man. As I said, predictable.
Let us out! You afraid of a fair fight, coward?
No, I don't think so. I have something special planned for you two. It is, how do you say, a going away party.
Okay, listen up. You all know why you're here. We have to find
It's
your
them.
brains and get you back where you belong now. If we don't, we'll never be able to repair the damage La Paradox has done.
What about Sly?
He's
It's
on
the
his
fam.
own for now, Murray, but I'm sure he'll be fine. It's Sly. Ryuichi, you're up first. My readings show your cane is somewhere in this room.
I can sense it too, Bentley-son.
Oof. Oh, Steve Bloom. The best advice I can offer is to just keep. He talks like that. Yeah, that is a white guy. That is Steve Bloom, the dub voice of Spike from like Cowboy Bebop. That is a. Oh, no, his thing is. Oh, that is death. The best thing I can offer, just, you know, if you found yourself surrounded by some shitty people like that, you know, I always try to see the best in people, but also realize it's good that you realized that they were shitty. I like that he's kind of like a red panda. Yeah. I like the colors on a lot of them. I like the. I don't regret dropping them in particular. I think there's definitely like a place for everybody. You know, I think it's just a matter of just keep looking to find people. You know, it's also weird when people move away or you know lose contact and you just grow in different directions.
What does it all mean, Bentley?
No time for a break, guys. We have to keep moving.
I was closer to some more than others. They weren't all
Looks like
shitty.
This one is all you, Ryuichi.
It is my pleasure, my most hairy ancestor.
That's what before we all started moving like all over the country, all over the world even, we set up and we have like a friend Discord which has grown over the years. Like I don't know everybody in that Discord anymore, but I'm lucky enough to like try and keep in contact with a handful of people. And then like even as relationships change, people who like I would consider I was in like a good place with some people, but I had a falling out with some other people and then they cut me off because they chose one friend over another, and that hurts. That feels shitty, but it feels so grade school, it feels so childish. It's like you can have. I don't see it as like, oh, I can't be friends with you because I'm friends with them. That feels
Okay, La Paradox is
childish.
gearing up for something. We need to hurry.
But
Keep moving, Ryuichi.
I wonder if any of these traps will provide a challenge.
it's stupid. I kind of got that treatment in a new place I was in.
Great. Wait, Ryuichi, I'm picking up an energy field shift centered on you.
Yes, I sense it is my time to go. It has been an honor meeting all of you. Sayonara.
It's working! The temporal abnormality is correcting itself! Bob, we need you to get Salim's cane.
Because I was friends with someone who had a conflict with someone else before I knew either of them. They shouldn't... Nobody should drag you into old beef like that. Like, there's trying to let people into, like, the positive stuff of a lot, like, you know, my high school friends who I'm still in contact with have been really cool with my partner, whom they didn't know until me. You know, like, inside jokes and stuff, you know. Which is, it's very hard to penetrate a group that has, like, long-standing history. But if it's beef, that's uncool. To, like...
We can help the ancestors get their canes, Murray, as fast as we can.
Man.
Don't slow down, Bob.
Synchronizing temporal matrix. Electromagnetic pulse stabilizers.
Oops. There he goes! There goes Bob.
What can we do, Bentley?
We can help the ancestors get their canes, Murray, as fast as we can. Don't slow down, Bob.
Damn it. Bob, when Bob moves, he has a very large way that he swings.
What can we do, Bentley?
We can help the ancestors get their canes, Murray, as fast as we can. Don't slow down, Bob.
So it was one person who was painting a bad picture of everybody else.
Tempest system operating at negative
Jeez. Damn it. What button was it? What button was it just to slide down? Awful.
We can help the ancestors get their canes, Murray, as fast as we can. Don't slow down, Bob.
Oh god, I'm tangled. Oh god.
Power output at
Life is pain. Okay.
50%. Core temperature stable. Synchronizing temporal matrix. Electromagnetic pulse stable.
Security, I want this ship secure now. Any more slip-ups and there will be
Damn it. The freezing out also happened after someone else very toxic lashed out at me. Daring to very gently ask her to stop talking about a few things that made me uncomfortable. Wow.
Don't slow down, Bob.
Jeez. There should be like a... Damn it.
Your determination is impressive, but ultimately pointless, Coopers.
There's got to be like a level of respect in friendships, and if somebody you knew was not respecting boundaries like that, like if there was just a topic that made you super uncomfortable, I need to... What button was it? There's a way to just slide down a wall as Bob.
What can we do, Bentley?
We can help the ancestors get their canes, Murray, as fast as
What?
we can.
What is the... Oh my god.
All systems stable. Increasing power output.
Off the wall.
Synchronizing temporal matrix. Electromagnetic pulse stabilizers engaged. Breach confirmed. Security, report to main base. All systems stable.
So you took the rap for how somebody else was acting. Like somebody else freaked... Oh my god. And that is reasonable stuff to not want to talk about.
Outstanding, Bob. Looks like you're heading home now.
Never expressed...
Watch out for those penguins.
Take care of my
This is going
brothers.
well, but we're not out of the woods yet.
It has come
pushing.
Even when I asked her to stop talking about it, dug in her heels.
Salim, you're the only one
Other
who can
people,
reach
jeez.
Dallas Cade.
Some people are just so fucking dense.
Again with the climbing?
Some people, the way that I think about it is that just some people go through life with blinders on, like horse blinders.
Get going, Salim.
They
We've got
don't
some
see
planning
anything
to
around
do.
them, don't see anyone around them.
Give me more power. I need to move up this schedule.
Very self-centered.
What are you up to, the Paradox?
Very
Salim,
self-centric.
No time for napping. We need to step it up.
Oh, more climbing. How nice.
Attention, crew. You must and better do your job. Failure is not an option.
Could be perceived as a personal attack.
Warning. Pressure
She
levels
seemed convinced I had
controlled.
something against her.
Breach imminent. Yellow alert. Yellow alert. Security breach ongoing.
Some people, and I think that goes with like being so egocentric. It's like, if you think the world revolves around you, you think everybody's making choices that revolve around you. Like, if she was so egotistical, it's like, this can't just be like X or Y. It has, yeah.
Gets to the bridge.
It's gotta be against me. It can't just be something that they're thinking about independently. It's gotta be all about me. How can this affect me? Jeez.
Linear engines performing at 0.
The problem is much deeper? Yeah? Damn it.
Caution.
Get going, Salim. We've got some.
Oh.
Engineering, give me more power.
Son of a bitch.
Get going, Salim. We've got some planning to do.
Engineering, give me more power. I need to move up this schedule.
What are you up to, La Paradox? Salim, no time for napping. We need to step it up.
All this climbing is going to turn me into a monkey.
Well, I'm glad you were able to, hopefully remove yourself from people like that. I've had instances where it took me, like, I knew some people were, like, bad for me in my life, but just, for a while, I was very non-confrontational, so I was like, I'll deal with it, you know, I just won't respond to it, I won't acknowledge it, but
Very nice, Salim. You've definitely earned your retirement.
I hope.
I salute your excellence, Sir Salim.
Oh, there he goes.
All right. Now that we got Mr. Cranky Pants home safely, we need to press on. Gallup, we need your skills to get Tennessee's Cade.
Verily shall it be in thine command, hence and forthwith.
Yeah.
You talk funnier than a two-headed jackalope, but thanks, amigo.
It is too late, Cooper. Your legacy ends tonight.
Warning. Dimensional collapse imminent.
What am I doing? I don't need money anymore. This is the end of the game.
It is too late, Cooper. Your legacy
What am I doing?
ends tonight.
Jump up real high.
Warning. Chronometer.
Gallup, break those fuses to disable that laser grid.
Enough twaddle and gobbledygook. Time for action.
Caution. Time drive integrity.
Enough twaddle.
compromised.
Pathetic. Give up now while you still have some shred of dignity.
You're going back to jail where you belong, Le Paradox.
That sounds bad, Bentley. You think it has anything to do with Sly?
I don't know, but it doesn't sound good. We need to get to the bridge. Sir Gallup, time is definitely of the essence.
Forsooth, shall I venture forward?
More fuses, Gallup. Take them out and the path should be clear.
Yellow alert. Yellow alert.
Why are those thieves still on my airship? This is unacceptable. Have I mentioned this entire...
She was very, you have XYZ privilege I made up, so you're not allowed. Oh yeah. Oh. Of course.
Once more unto the breach go I. Fare thee well, you all.
More vermin dead ahead.
Attention, crew. You assets better do your job. Failure is not an option.
Your time is up, the Paradox.
But I control time. For me, it's never up.
You're getting close, guys.
Sorry to vent a little. Point being that toxic people sure are toxic, huh? Wow, yeah. No, absolutely. If you need to vent, please feel free. I'm just hanging out playing games. My whole purpose for streaming like this is to make a safe space for people. You know, we joke and we kid, but at the end of the day, no ill will allowed in this space. It's all love. And if you need to vent, if you need to talk about it, please feel free. Nope. How do I aim with the gun?
4, 2, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Shit.
3.
Come on, kid.
It's very fair. I certainly want to get into trauma dump territory. Probably got a little too carried away. It's such a brutal death. It's fine. What's Tennessee gonna do about it? He's dead.
The cavalry's a coming.
Okay, so I need to run.
Danger. Blimp structural integrity failing. Attention.
Prepare yourselves for failure, Coopers.
You should prepare yourself for prison.
Something, the only 10 I see.
Computer now offline for scheduled maintenance. This is a recording. Have a nice day.
Something, I'm from the South.
Some kind of timer. You'd better move it.
Uh-huh. That's right. The kid is back in business.
Well,
Those platforms appear to be on some kind of timer. You'd better move it.
This is more fun than square dancing with a donkey.
Danger.
Hurry, Tennessee.
damn it.
All up to you
I want that. I want it.
Those platforms
I like their
appear to be on
designs.
some kind
Yeah,
of
I
timer.
think
You'd better move it.
all the ancestors have pretty good designs. I'm glad they're not just sly in different costumes.
All up to you now.
Yes, soon Sly Cooper will be nothing but a bad memory.
Can I? Is there some way? Yeah.
Placement commencing in 5,
Hell yeah.
3, 1.
Extras. I just want to look real quick. Speaking of costumes, unlockables. Ultimate Murray, Ultimate Carmelita. We got special costumes for all of them. Hooray.
4, 2. Danger. Timeline stabilizers at 18%. Attention. Initiating failsafe backup.
I'm curious about prehistoric raccoons. Oh.
Backup failed.
I imagine they probably came from something large and mammalian, maybe?
5, 4, 3,
Big mammal?
2,
Just a guess.
1, 0. Danger. Blimp structural integrity failing. Danger. Core meltdown probability at 9.
Whoa! Pay attention, Tennessee. You need to figure out that lock sequence.
Reckon I ought to break out the old crack shot here.
Why?
Woohoo! I am the greatest shot ever!
Can you hear me, Turtle? You and your vermin friends are too late.
All right. I guess break time is over.
One moment. I gotta pay attention to Simon. Damn it, Simon Says.
Legacy ends tonight.
Well,
One more.
looks like our goose ain't
Oh, no.
Nice
Okay.
shooting. Now let's find slime.
alone at last.
They're Procyon-Day,
I'm going to throw you and all your friends into the same prison cell.
which is mustelids.
But no. It is the two of you of whom I am thinking. To be together. Forever. Just think of it as the most romantic coffin ever.
Don't count on it, Paradox. We've beaten all your other plans.
But not this time, I think. Look at this. My marvelous contraption. The time tunnel. Something else I had your little friend Penelope develop before her unfortunate failure. Is very much like the time machine, no? With one important difference. From here, I have the control over where you go. And it's programmed to send you and your Interpol shrew on an endless honeymoon. Free of charge. Bouncing through time for all eternity. That's if you survive the trip. But either way, I will never have to see your irritating faces again.
You think this thing can hold me? Just wait until I get out of here.
Why'd you do it, Le Paradox? Why the ancestors? Why not just come after me? What's the deal?
The deal? The deal is you, Coopers. You destroyed my father, and you almost got me. But not quite. And when I rebuilt myself, I swore I would erase the Cooper name from history completely. And so today, my revenge will be complete. It is time now for you to go. Bon voyage!
Sly?
There was such a thing as a giant raccoon.
Ooh, wait! Cut that closer than a $10 shave. Reckon my time here is up.
Take care, Tennessee.
I will crush you!
Which isn't really a raccoon, but close enough. I'm imagining a bear with a big fluffy striped tail. Like, walks on all fours but can stand on two. Size comparable to a black bear. Oh my god.
Take Carmelita and get off this thing.
It's shorter tails? Disappointing.
We all need to leave right now. That maniac just tore a hole in time-space.
I need to finish this fight here and now, for the whole Cooper clan. And I'm the only one who can glide out of here.
This whole blimp could disappear any second.
Right, so there's no time to argue. Just go.
Sly,
I know. Me too.
Could have had fluffy short tails, we don't know. It's not like
Come,
bear.
Cooper. I will teach you to fight like a gentleman.
And how would you know?
Ha! I'm going to save that Cooper tongue for last. After I cut the rest of you to pieces.
There I go!
Come, Cooper.
And then I was a smear in Paris.
Like a gentleman.
And how
A smear on the streets of Grand Paris.
I'm going to save that Cooper tongue for last. After I cut the rest of you to pieces. You know, when I'm done with you, I'm going to crush the rest of your little gang.
Only thing that's gonna get crushed is
Wow, a quick time event for my final boss fight? Thank you, Sanzaru Games.
not as pitiful as that mustache.
What? You cheated!
Thank you, Sanzaru. I love quick time events. What is this, 2011? Close. 2013.
What the?
A lucky break, Cooper.
You'll be lucky if I only break your neck.
Come on, little monkey. I'm waiting.
Slice out for blood. Slice out for blood.
And I'll make it painless.
Why don't you come over here and take it?
Insolent world. I'll teach you a lesson.
Looks like somebody just lost his
This game is
temper.
almost a decade old.
There is something wrong with this stupid sword.
Rule of threes, he is now at 1/3 of his health.
Read me? Get out of there, Sly!
I hate that 2013 was almost 10 years ago. It's rough.
I know it's difficult, Cooper, but try
Yo,
to
I
keep
love
up.
rail grinding in Ratchet and Clank. I guess if he's a furry, I guess this is more akin to the rail grinding in Sonic or Shadow. Literally tomorrow for me.
So,
Yeesh.
before we finish this, let me get one thing straight. You came after the Coopers because of what happened to your father?
No, you imbecile! I came after the Coopers to prove that Le Paradox is the greatest thief who has ever lived. Is there any doubt? Ask yourself this. If the Coopers were truly the greatest thieves in history, and I have stolen their most valued possessions, then what does that make me?
An idiot? You had it made. You could have been the biggest thief of all time, but you had to target my ancestors and blow your own cover. You exposed your operation because of your ego. No Cooper would have done that. And for the record, can you really say you stole the canes? Seems like your friends did all the real work.
Enjoy your words, Cooper, because they will be your last.
I hate the shape of his head. Yeah, it's not very attractive. Then again, he's a skunk. I don't think he's supposed to be attractive.
Sure there is. It's right
Oh,
there
shit.
on top of your head.
There we go. That, triangle, circle, cross.
I detest you, Cooper. The very sight of
Massive
you makes me
vessel of a forehead.
Thought we were gonna be pals.
For me, it's how long his snout is. I don't like that. How is the front of his head kind of comes to a point.
Blasted imbecile! I'll run you through!
Now, think of your blood pressure, Cyril.
Same size as two of Sly's heads. It's because he's super smart. He's got a big brain. Big brain.
This is not right! My plan was perfect!
Sorry, pal. You just can't plan for a Cooper.
Just please help me!
Why
Is he
should
though?
I?
I do not wish to die!
I guess you won't be doing any harm from a prison cell.
As I said, so predictable.
You won't get away with this. I'll find you.
Au contraire, Sly Cooper. I do not think we will meet again.
Dead. Man's dead. Killed. Man got hit by a plane and is falling to his death.
It's been a while since that night, but there's still no sign of Sly. Or that cursed blimp. The skunk could barely tread water. So by the time they picked him up, he was happy to see them. Word is he earned a special cell in solitary confinement, where the only thing he'll be collecting from now on is gray hair. Both Paris and the Thieves raccoons were back to normal, but that hardly made us feel any better. At first, we just waited, assuming Sly would show up the way he always did. But as the days stretched into weeks, we had to face the fact that he was truly lost. We've stopped talking about it all the time, but I know it's all we're thinking about, even if we show it in different ways. Murray seems like his usual cheerful self, but I can tell there's a new level of seriousness underneath it all. He's on the professional wrestling circuit now, and he's really been pushing himself. I know he's doing it to keep his fighting skills sharp. Like all of us, he wants to be ready for action the minute we locate Sly. Carmelita returned to Interpol, where she threw herself into her work, busting criminals at a record pace. She's been so busy, I haven't seen her for a while now. My sources tell me she's conducting her own investigation into Sly's whereabouts. Out of everyone, I think she took his disappearance the hardest, even if she never shows it. At least not in public. As for myself, I continue to search. Even using all my technology, I haven't found a clue. The time machine is no help since we need to know where Sly was for that to work. I get discouraged sometimes, but I'll never give up. Because I know Sly's out there, and I know that wherever he is, we will find him. Ryoichi Cooper continued to refine his master ninja techniques, as well as his sushi. And while his thefts were never detected, his sushi restaurant was recognized as the finest in Japan.
Is this how the whole series ends? For now, yeah. Which is why it's really upsetting.
El Jefe remains behind bars. He was transferred to a South American prison, where he now works rolling cigars. Unfortunately for him, there's no smoking allowed.
So, if you get everything in the game... I don't get why they used a tiger again.
Tennessee Kid Cooper recovered his gold and his place in history as the greatest outlaw of the Old West. His legend grew even bigger when he began stealing from crooked lawmen exclusively.
Could have made him a jaguar. Yeah, they could have, but they didn't. They made him a different tiger. Although instead of like an Asian tiger, it's a South American tiger, I guess.
Was arrested and became part of a chain gang working on
Do
the
those
railroads.
exist?
He eventually went deaf and faded into obscurity.
South American tigers don't exist. I don't know what to tell you then. Oh, that man's dead. Jaguars are South American tigers.
Caveman Cooper kept up his physical training and returned to his role as egg thief extraordinaire. Perhaps most importantly, he pioneered the use of his cane as a tool for thieving.
Good for Bob. Oh, so if you get everything in this game, like 100%, you do get a bonus cutscene.
The Grizz received a lengthy prison sentence and began a new career as a rap artist. In his spare time, he paints portraits of his fellow inmates.
You get a bonus cutscene for collecting everything. I might do a cleanup stream at some point, try and get everything, but
Sir Gallup Cooper returned to his heroic adventures and went on to form the Knights of the Cooper Order, a gallant group that stole from corrupt nobility. He also became a successful, if overly dramatic, actor.
Yeah, you get a bonus cutscene for getting everything in the game that shows where Sly is. It's a big tease for Sly 5.
Penelope was sent to Europe's highest security prison, where she promptly escaped. She remains at large, and the police have no clue as to her whereabouts. Recently, however, I've been receiving mysterious postcards.
Sly 5. It's been almost 10 years. Yeah. So yeah, it teases where Sly is and possibly more.
Cooper finally retired from thieving and took a long nap. Then he dreamed up a lucrative new business. Parking his camel around town, he sold snacks to hungry customers. It was highly successful.
Food truck. Man invented the food truck. Yeah, it's been 10 years, and the fifth game would have been
After being
more
locked
time
up,
travel.
Miss Decibel decided to make some changes. She had the horn removed from her trunk, enrolled in anger management classes, and began teaching music to other prisoners. With continued good behavior, she might get an early parole.
It would be very like where in time is Carmen Sandiego from what I understand from early documents.
Dimitri returned to his globetrotting ways as a celebrity scuba diver, and even launched a new line of fashion wear. He's so successful, there's a new reality TV show chronicling his adventures. It's called Disco Diver.
Fucking Dimitri. Yeah, from what I remember of like Sanzaru possibly pitching a Sly 5, it would be mostly like Sly Ancestors, Bentley and Murray.
Paradox had all his assets seized, including his art collection, and everything was donated to the city of Paris. I'm told his cell was modified to be completely odor-proof. I suppose that's good for the guards, since he's going to be living there for a very long time.
Oh well, that's it. That's it. Health pickups can be found by breaking objects or defeating it. Yeah, thanks. Very helpful. But yeah. That's gonna do it. I might do a cleanup stream at some point. Very useful hint after beating the game, right? So I don't know when I'm gonna stream next. Winter quarter is coming up for my schooling, and it's gonna be very big. I'm gonna have a lot going on. My normal stream days, I'm gonna be on set, so I'll try and stream when I can. VODs are going up on my channel 3 times a week now, so I'm hoping that's a nice balance of content, hopefully. Dragonath, you were probably there for most of them. But that's gonna do it for me. Thank you to everybody who stopped by, said hi. I always super appreciate it. These VODs end up trimmed up over on YouTube, and they if you're watching this on YouTube, hello. These air originally on my Twitch channel. Drop me a follow over there. See if, I don't know if I'll have a schedule up or anything, but just, turn on notifications so you know if and when I go live. Super valid. I don't know when I'll be around next because my own stuff. See you when I see you, I suppose. Yeah. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope to hear from you soon. Sooner rather than later, but, we'll see what happens. It's weird. I've never really, ever since I started streaming, I've streamed at least once or twice a week, so calling a hiatus feels weird. But yeah, if you want more of me over on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, that's where all of my stuff is. I'm gonna get going. As always, be good, be kind, treat people the way you want to be treated, and I'll catch you in the next one.